Oh yeah.
But beyond that, man, Loki. Have y'all checked out Lupin yet on Netflix?
That's on the list. Shout out to the homie. Dang, what's my boy's name?
Big black man.
That guy. No, damn, what is his name?
Big,
Oh
big
my
black
god.
man.
Oh, Randy. My bad. Randy. Randy for one is dope rapper, man. Dope rapper. I know I used to work with him. He's been talking
I heard that
about
name in years.
he's talking about Lupin. Like I didn't know. I had a feeling Lupin was dope, but he's the first person I heard actually be like, yo, I'm mad John ain't put me onto this earlier. Like it's that thing.
Well,
Is
let me
Pop Wonder
apologize,
still out
man,
there?
because that's
You say what?
a good show.
I said, is Pop's Wonder still there?
I don't know, bro. Like I just know Randy.
No. He was their
Yeah, that's
dad.
just-
He was their manager,
Okay.
and like he used to
Yeah.
dress like he was like 50 back in like the early 2000s,
Yeah.
like in the 50s. But he used to dress like he was a part of Dipset,
Oh, okay.
and it was always hilarious.
Jewels dip, Santana set. Money grip.
Hey, yo, I remember.
Niggas like, hold on, side note, them diplomat do they like saying stuff twice. I just noticed that. Like they do that in like every zone. Like
man, you know.
dip, that's like the thing. I got computers computing. Up here with a girl, call her Meetza Eatsa. Eating a piece of pizza. Cameron would never live that never in my. He's actually spit some fire before. I have heard him spit some alright stuff.
Listen,
But the fact that he was like, her name was Meetza Eatsa, and I was eating a pizza. What are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about right there? I don't understand.
Hey, yo, listen, man. I remember when Jewels came to Norfolk State, right?
Yeah.
For some show that they used to have back in the day. And when I tell you, man, every single young gal back then was chasing behind that man on campus. You would have thought it was fucking who's a good, like you would have thought it was like Bow Wow back then, or like Chris Brown back then. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, the power that little dude had was ridiculous, man.
I was like that Nike commercial he had. It was like, we formed Voltron or something like that, he said. It's pretty dope.
I think that's a prime example of somebody who, like, you know, because like he was being grown. Like at one time, like it was Jewels and Lil Wayne. Like these are the next dudes who about to do it. And I think
They say he was lazy.
That too. I think he kind of got caught up in the life, man. I mean, shoot, imagine being 18, all of a sudden you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And famous. Come on, bro. In New York, in Harlem? What? You ain't going to tell me. You wouldn't be able to tell 18-year-old me nothing. I'm tripped out. I got all these cars. I got all the girls. It takes a certain level of maturity and love for whatever it is you're doing to put those distractions on the back burner. And I would say most people don't got that level at 18 or 19 years old.
I knew he was young, but I didn't know he was my age.
Yes, when he was out, he was like around our age, man. Like the dude is, again, fresh out of high school. Fresh out of high school, freaking senior year of high school. Boom! All of a sudden, you a millionaire. You was already popular to begin with, but now all of a sudden, on top of that, you a millionaire and you nationwide popular now. I think you could do that in like Nebraska. Like I feel like in North or South Dakota, you could do that. It's less stuff you can get into out there. But in Harlem, come on, man.
I can only imagine, man. Back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think I would be straight with that stuff now, being a grown man, you know, but 18? It's gonna be hard not to get caught up at least a little bit.
Shoot, to keep it in New York, man, who's been or has anybody played that new Lloyd Banks?
I keep hearing about it. I haven't heard.
Yeah, I just heard about it.
LJ,
LJ, what's going on with you?
All right.
Word. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay,
Nah,
cool.
see?
That was a
We're gonna welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
all right, man.
Now, what
So
was you saying?
no, just
Oh, you're
it's
talking about the Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks joint. Yeah, good album. It's a return of 3 verses and hooks all throughout the album. So it's going to be longer. Versus today
That's what she said. How
ah,
you feel about that? Though? How you feel about that?
I
You know what?
mean,
I kind of like. I'm digging the new form. I don't need 3 verses no more. How you feel about that? With the going
I'm in
back
the
to
middle.
3 verses.
I'm in the middle. I expected from some artists, like some of the younger guys, that just make music to like vibe to, get hyped to, like I'm cool, maybe a verse and 2 hooks, or maybe 2 verses and 1 long ass hook, or 1 hook that like runs into the verse. Like I'm cool with that. But somebody like Lloyd Banks, where he goes in, you know what I'm saying? Like from him, it's cool. It took some adjustment to get used to it, but I'm like, all right, it's him in his bag, spitting grimy beats. That's the shit that I like, or that I love the most though. But I mean, overall, I can go either way. I can do Kodak Black or Young Boy, some songs, whatever, 2 verses, then I'm out. I'm cool with that.
You heard that new Dragon one? CD?
No, I'm not sure.
Nah,
I'm just playing. Ain't no Dragon one out.
About to say,
it's not my thing.
Dragon one? That's a lot of Dragon one.
All right. So what else?
I mean, I'm sure you can spit, but for me, you gotta be able to.
I can really never.
Spit. Like I want to hear your music, not just your verses.
I can never really get into Lloyd Banks' voice though. I don't know why.
It's too, I was the same way because it's too monotone.
Yeah.
For his own good. But I got over it later on. I'm like, you know what, dude? He all right, man. He all right. He ain't bad, man. He ain't bad.
Listen, we gotta touch on this. This is James. I know y'all heard about James Harden, right? And Saweetie.
Nah.
So allegedly,
hold on. Are we gonna be gossiping some chatty patties?
Listen, we're gonna be some chatty patties for like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna take our street card. They're not gonna take it. Because we ain't chatty patties, but we
sound chatty patty already, man. But go ahead.
Chatty patty adjacent. No Charlemagne, no DJ Envy. I feel like they simp too much, man. They hard on the simping, bro. Like we're gonna still do our man stuff. But I think listen, so this is what they saying though. Allegedly. James Harden, he got a thing for Saweetie, and allegedly he sent her a cash out for $100K just for a date. Allegedly.
Okay. Before I say anything, LJ, what's your response to that?
I'm just like, I mean, he already sent the money. There's no give backs if that's the case. Like,
I wouldn't give it back neither.
I can tell you whatever I wanted to. Actually, yeah, I could be totally honest now. Like, if you don't leave me the fuck alone, but thank you.
Like, okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of rude though. I'm not. I am really brutal when it comes to stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Feel you.
Okay.
I mean, all right, man. How rich do you have to be to not just care? To be like, you know what? I'm gonna send this young lady $100,000 for a date. I'm not gonna miss it. Cause like, me, I'm making around 40, 50,000 a year. I can't fathom sending somebody $10,000. I'm like, that's about a fourth of my income for a date. Now, is that simping? Is that tricking? Or is that just a case of I'm rich and this is like a kind gesture?
Or D, all of the above. That is everything that you just named. No, bro, like these.
Now, mind you,
okay,
we're speaking from our own perspective. Now, coming from
No,
Okay.
but see, no, you know what though? Because I will bring it down to relatively where we're at now.
Okay.
So for James Harden, he's probably worth at least a couple $100 million. You know, basketball revenue plus endorsements. 100,000 of him is probably like maybe $100
500.
for me. Maybe 100, 500. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give somebody 50 cent to go out. No, like you're gonna ask the person now they like you and they be like, all right, cool, or they don't like you and all right, cool. You're gonna give somebody some like no, that's gorilla simping. Like I've heard of gorilla pimping. This nigga's gorilla simping. Like I've never thought I would see that, bro. Like
Gorilla
and then
simping. I
like
like
if
that.
you're gonna do it, at least do it in person. So it's no rumors, there's no trail. Like, look, I just happen to be at this spot. You happen to be at this spot, and I hit you on the black hand side with a stack of bills, and that be it. Like, he ain't came out and denied none of this. Like, I believe it. It's alleged, but I believe it, and it's not cool, man.
I wonder, did she like turn him down a couple of times and like here's 100,000, or was there a conversation? But she got money too, so 100,000.
No. She don't got money like he got money. 100,000 would hurt her. It wouldn't hurt James Harden at all. You know what I'm saying? Just based upon
okay. As the female, if somebody was to just last I checked.
I noticed.
No, like it could be extremely insulting. Because it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? And you think that you're gonna buy me. So, or if you're already just like, okay, you want to play this? Like, all right, cool. Like I said, I'll take the money and run because you go in Cash App, you can't get that back.
True.
But or depending on if there's conversations, like you said, like if they've talked like or had little conversations where it's like, hey, whatever, then you could still be a little insulted, but you'd be like, all right, like really, dude, like what? And have like a whole ass conversation about it. But anything up to that, like it's really kind of rude.
Okay.
I don't think this is the first time he did that, though. I think he out there just throwing out 100,000.
He is
a whole lot of people.
Good point. Yeah, this ain't his first time.
It's
giving the tithe.
Yeah, exactly. Some women would go for that. You know what I'm saying? Some women. Okay. But I'm just like, yo.
But you be mad though, cause like you gonna send me that, and then we're up at McDonald's. Like, what for the date? Like that could be a little. I mean, and then you can't supersize either. Like that could be a little bit annoying. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying you got 100K and you worrying about supersizing though. I'm like, just like, you know, in fact, I feel like wherever we go, it should be on you. If I give you 100,000, like, look, I just gave you 100K. What you mean? I ain't got it. I don't know. I don't got it.
We going to Arby's?
I'm going to Arby's or something.
Never been to Arby's.
This man has never been to Arby's. He's stuck to that and to this day. Like I never forget he told me that. In fact, he reminds me at least once a year. Stats guy has never once in his life ever been to Arby's.
Come on, man. Come on, fam.
I don't see how this
possible. Had the roast beef and cheddar,
beef?
fam.
Roast
beef is good.
Wait, hold on. But don't you like Philly cheesesteak? Ain't that just beef and cheddar? I mean, it's other stuff too, but it's just at the core of it, it's a beef and cheddar sandwich.
No, I'm good. Every time I drive past, I never see cars on like, who is keeping Arby's open?
Me, man.
You?
Me.
One person.
I mean, I can't.
That's all they need, man. It's me,
bro. I maybe go to Arby's 2 or 3 times a year. Maybe. Right. Like it has to be a specific set of circumstances for me to go to Arby's. Like it has to be like I have to be hungry. I have to be out of my house, and Arby's just happens to be the first place that's closest to me. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
listen, y'all gonna stop giving my store some bad vibes, man. Look,
so you an Arby head? You love Arby's?
Listen, for one,
I heard their mozzarella sticks was good.
He got a list.
Yes. The fries, they bang. You can
Fries do bang.
fries bang. The shakes,
bang.
they good. They good.
Yeah.
Never
All
happened.
right. The roast beef and cheddar, but the horsey sauce, it bangs.
Horsey.
Yes, sir.
My man said
Not
horse.
horseradish sauce.
No.
Horsey sauce.
Horse.
Yes. Yes. Horsey
Horsey.
sauce.
In fact, yeah, it is called that, ain't it?
Yeah.
Something weird like that.
Right.
But
What else they got?
They straight.
They got the banging chocolate croissant, fam. That's my
The
treat.
turnovers.
Yo, listen.
Never
My
happened.
mom get the deli sandwich.
Those
So-
are good too.
Right. They good too.
So how
Roast
is it
beef,
she never bought
turkey.
you some food when you was a kid from there? How did that never happen?
What?
Like all of the years you was with your parents from birth to like, early 20s or something. How did you they never brought you home Arby's one time? That's just weird.
I've been to Arby's and got my mom something from there before, but I've never eaten it.
You
Okay.
never been like on a road trip, like, man, I'm hungry. You driving around, oh man, it's Arby's. I never ate it before, but let me take a stop on a
I
road
don't
trip.
like driving.
There you go. Just
Okay. I'm done.
That's
I'm
stats
done.
guy.
Man. I'm done.
Stats
Man.
guy.
I'm in the
He's a
car
weird
now, but
dude, man.
I don't really like
In
driving.
fact, I'm still trying to figure out how we made it to Philly. We went from VA to Philly to see a Cowboys game like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's only like a 4-hour drive. It really wasn't bad. This nigga falling asleep at the wheel. I'm thinking we about to die. I'm like, yo, wake up. I'm good.
No,
Like, yo,
listen,
cool.
look,
You need
man.
me to drive? I'm good. 3 minutes later,
Yo,
car drifted to the side. Oh my God, nigga, wake up.
Brandon,
About to die.
I'm the same way, my guy. I can't stand driving, but I gotta
road
drive
trips,
though.
man. I gotta drive. As long as I'm driving.
Listen,
I would
if
say
I'm
that.
driving an hour straight without a podcast playing or me talking to somebody, I'm anxious. I gotta pull over on the side of the road, do some jumping jacks, do some high knees. You know what I'm saying? Just to wake up my brain, because my brain gets so lax and comfortable that I'm sleeping like an hour into my drive, dog. So I don't know what it is, man.
I mean, you gotta have a good podcast or music. That's required. You know what I'm saying?
I drove from Oklahoma to Virginia by myself. It is a 24-hour car ride.
No, I'm good.
I pit stopped. I mean, I didn't do it straight through, but yeah. That's the longest I ever drove by myself. I've driven to Florida by myself. Well, no, okay, I wasn't by myself. But yeah, that's 12 hours. Yeah, I don't mind.
We drove to California like 3 times as a kid, and I think that like just messed me up on driving.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
Coast, man.
Yeah, man. Hold up.
3,000 miles.
How many? So from Virginia to California, how many days is that? A week? 2 weeks? A month?
The first time it was like 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other times it's like 3 days because we didn't stop.
I'm trying to figure out why y'all ain't just take a plane, because when you factor in all the gas and all the money you have to spend on food for all of these 5 days and accommodations, it seems like it would probably equal out to a plane ticket.
I wasn't paying for it. I don't know.
That's torture.
I was trying to call.
And then this was like in the 90s and the early 2000s when it was like there was no video games that you could just have. Like now, kids is good now.
They had Game Boys back. You had a Game Boy.
You had Tiger handhelds, fam.
It's not the same.
And you literally had a Game Boy. Like you just ain't want to.
Kids can watch movies now and all this other stuff.
Stop making excuses, man. You could have used your imagination, fam. You know what I'm saying? That was the best part about being a 90s kid. Our imagination.
Uncle Ted. Excuse me. I've been drinking since yesterday. But listen, man. All right, yeah. So road trips, I like them. I have to be driving though, because you know what I hate? I hate when people drive. Yo, shout out to my boy Fonzo, because he drive like this. Don't know how to keep steady pressure on the accelerator. They just like go down and go up, down. And so naturally the car is backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Especially we've been out like, drinking the night before, you already feeling like kind of like whatever. And all it is, I'm like, yo, stop the car, let me drive. Because I can, just keep steady pressure on the gas and it'll be a smooth ride. Like I hate people that they drive an automatic like it's a stick shift. You know, with a stick shift, you kind of got to ease up on the gas, the clutch, gas. They drive automatics like that, and it's the most annoying thing on earth.
I sometimes do that. I don't like.
Oh
I'm not
my
a,
god!
Well, see, here's the thing though. If I'm doing the long distance, and I'm driving and I'm by myself, I don't particularly like cruise control unless I'm stretching because it'll make me tired. Like I have to pay attention. Because with cruise control you don't do shit except just weave back and forth. So yeah, I like that control aspect.
A woman that loves control. On another note, so G, what do we have for the people today? What is this episode like 36?
Yeah.
I don't even be knowing. We be having so much fun. Like I don't even be like keeping up with this.
Yeah. So besides like the episode number, I guess to kind of get into it, folks. So by now, I want to ask our panel here: has everybody seen Loki, the first episode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Loki.
Yes. All right. Cool. So, do we like it? Do we see promise for the series? Is Disney actually giving fucks about doing a great show?
Definitely doing a great job. I would say they love going into the psyche of the characters, and having them cry and everything.
Okay.
The third one.
Okay.
In a row.
It is. I never thought about it. You're right. You're not wrong about that at all. What's cool about it? Before we really get into it, it's dang LJ, you weak though. You weak.
It was funny. I'm gonna fight you.
It's okay. No, what I think is cool about it, what Marvel is doing, they're kind of doing in their live action productions the same thing they do in the comic books. In the comic books, you would have like stories for the Avengers, which is like a group of heroes. But then also you would have, you have a Captain America with his own comic book, and Incredible Hulk with his comic book. So it's like they're kind of going back to that. You know what I'm saying? And you really kind of get in the comic book feel. Because check this out. Like, remember before WandaVision came out and it was announced. I don't know if you like me, but I was thinking, it's a show with Wanda and the Vision coming off Avengers Endgame. It's like, I don't really. How is this going to be cool or is it not going to be cool? And it's a TV show. It's not like a movie. It's not something on a big screen.
Right.
Again, storytelling is king. You know what I'm saying? And a compelling story would always make whatever you're watching entertaining. I think they really, so far, it's only been one episode, but with Loki, they're doing the same thing, and they're knocking it out. They're going, instead of going out and having more and more characters, more and more events and explosions, they come in, they're pouring it down and going into the character psyche, and that's really, really dope.
Okay. So do we like the whole time thing where he's the Loki that hasn't experienced all of the Loki stuff from the other movies, right? So pretty much a man, alien guy, whatever, at a time. So are we digging a whole timekeeper thing? Is that lazy writing? Is that promising for the rest of the show? What do y'all think?
I get tired of everything having to deal with time switching and maintenance and all of that. To me, it gets kind of, in a way, it gets kind of redundant because, again, like we've done these different types of stories so many times, and then and when you're dealing with time, there's so many freaking parameters to time. Like you can't just be like, oh, and then like we were arguing earlier because he was like, well, it's like a neutralizer from like MIB, and I'm like, no, you can't just block people like that. Like it doesn't work. They were there, they saw it, and like so I overthink the whole time concepts and the time jumping, but I get tired of it. It gets a little, but I will say though, like I started the universe from the beginning. I'm going in chronological order. I'm about halfway through the 20-something odd movies, and so kind of like now with watching Loki and with starting it, it's kind of cool though, because like you can kind of see how pieces are put together, and like I watch and like I appreciate Marvel in the way that they did Falcon and the way that they did WandaVision, because I was able to watch those without having watched some of the other movies. So I'd probably seen about half in the MCU universe. And so some of them I just because they looked boring as fuck to me. So like now, so yeah, like so when I actually watched the Captain America, I was like, okay, that's really, really cool. They're doing really, really awesome with their storytelling that I was able to enjoy, you know, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Majigger Bob, without having seen the movie. So I think that that's totally random and not really your question, but I just wanted to throw that out there that like I have hopes for Loki because of how they've been doing their other side pieces. But no, time is annoying. Stop fucking with time. Leave time alone. Y'all don't know the rules. Y'all don't know the regulations, and y'all be fucking up because I see that shit. Sorry.
But does anybody know the rules of time? I mean,
nobody knows it.
People make their own rules.
It changes
That's
with
the problem.
it changes.
I mean, was it Endgame? No, it was Endgame explored one function of the whole time, and you take 1% out of it, it goes into like a whole nother time variant. But then in the Loki show, they say all of that was meant to be, but somehow his role was out of place. And then to kind of throw another monkey wrench in it, there's another Loki out there who was the dangerous variant. So like, all right, hold up. How did this other Loki get out of his timeline? And when did he get out of his timeline to like cause havoc? What are y'all thoughts about that?
I think it's a Loki from another multiverse.
Okay.
Because, you know, you got Doctor Strange in the multiverse. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to like explain some stuff before that movie comes. And like, because I was reading like there's going to be like a lady a lady Loki in the movie, and in the show, and like an old Loki. So I just think I think they're going to like open up the multiverse. Which is also lazy thing where you can like do something like,
lazy?
Oh, he's from the multiverse, so he's a different person.
It's just like with the I was about to say Falcon with the Scarlet Witch show or whatever. They kept teasing that they're gonna do the multiverse. Mephisto. Everybody was like, oh, it's Mephisto. Yeah. It was Mephisto. Uh-huh. And you see, like in this joint, they like they had like the devil on this stained glass.
Yeah.
And it looked like Mephisto.
I ain't like that,
Marvel knows what they doing. They trolling us, man, because they already know.
The director already came out and said Mephisto isn't in.
I know, but that was an obvious shot at people that kept saying Mephisto was going to be in WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? They put that in there just like that. They know what they're doing.
The problem though is that if you the whole concept of the timekeepers, they're making it seem like if for Loki to actually there to be all these different Lokis, that means that they were way before and fucked up something way before apparently the timekeepers merged everything. So there has to be a split or something way before the merging, because they're acting like now that everything is merged, like you can't do nothing and you can't do all these different, there's all these rules. So I don't know. We'll see what they do.
Do you think this can lead into, not now, but later on, to like a Secret Wars movie?
Yeah, they're doing that. That's gonna be an event. That's gonna be like one of the next big events in the next 3 to 5 years. They're gonna do Secret Wars and bring a bunch of
Avengers Secret Wars
projects together.
Or it might just be Marvel Secret Wars and different. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, Cap is gone, Iron Man is gone. Who's going to be? And this is off on a tangent. Who's going to be the new Avengers, and how long will it take for an actual Avengers team to be formed?
Some years. It's gonna be some years.
Yeah.
Because
you know what I do like about this show though?
What's that?
I don't know if y'all watch Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah. Which one came out first? Like comic book wise. No, comic book wise.
I don't know, but I think this Loki show, it seemed like they're gonna be doing the same thing, but like on a better
bigger budget.
So like I actually like Legends of Tomorrow sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think this would be like a way better version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of Legends of Tomorrow.
Got that Disney money as opposed to that CW money. The CW money. it ain't the same.
Where every fight
is horrible.
Yeah, like every fight is at night because it's black and you can't see what's really going on. So they got like either move sets, you know what I'm saying? But yo, let me ask y'all this again, another tangent. What's better so far? The Marvel Netflix shows or the Disney Netflix shows?
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna let y'all go first though. That's a good one.
Wait, which one are the ones on Netflix?
The Netflix was
Daredevil.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Punisher,
refresh my memory. Okay, go ahead.
Cage.
I think there are different types of shows, but Punisher seems like, especially the first season of Punisher, seems like it's better than any of these shows. But
that's a hot take.
I think they haven't like the character. I think they are gonna have shows eventually that's better, but the characters that they shown right now, I don't think so. At least for Punisher. I mean, not Punisher. Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was about to say. So I was about to say, you think Punisher is better than Daredevil?
No.
I was about to say. I mean, like if you feel that way, but I don't like.
But actually, Iron Fist is the greatest Marvel show of all time. I just want to let you know that I am the immortal Iron Fist.
Wow.
Nigga.
Wow.
Fail.
So you're about to kick me off because I think I fell asleep on some of that one.
Hey, G, go ahead and put your finger on the button. Put your finger on the button. Not only are you getting kicked off the podcast, that was an accident. Not only are you getting kicked off the podcast, like your whole seat cushion that you're sitting on is going to eject and like it's like a cartoon.
It's fine. I enjoyed our time.
Just gonna see your feet dangling from the roof.
No, okay, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. It was just that like it just really.
Oh no, I was joking. Iron Fist was horrible. That was a joke.
Oh yeah, definitely a joke. Had to be.
Like who? Because I fell asleep.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh
no. That's why I was like,
oh yeah, that was the worst.
If you're serious,
we gotta brush up on our sarcasm because we're not clear in our sarcasm because Iron Fist was. I mean, oh my god!
I thought the hands did it. I said it was the greatest show.
You always talk with your hands. Always talk with your hands. Though. Your hands, a hands talker, man.
My man. Yeah,
you gotta know
like,
all right, listen. So, what would have made Iron Fist better to y'all?
A new person and more action.
A new story, a new love interest, a new background.
Like more karate.
Kung Fu, sir. It was Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Not karate, Kung Fu. Get it right.
Yeah, Brandon, that's racist, yo. Racist. I always knew you was a racist. I knew it. Even that time you was like, I'm not a racist. I was like, this nigga's a racist. But no, look, every facts. Everything needs to change. I agree with y'all on everything. The lead actor, I'm not even gonna say it's just him because part of it is going to be the script. Writing. You know, the writing. But like he's just not right for that. He's so bland. It's like he's bland, and then like the story is bland, and then it's like the love interest between him and the girl is everything is vanilla, like straight mayonnaise. Everything is just whitewashed, man. It has no soul to it at all. Like something edgy. Give me something edgy.
But I mean, the character.
He was sad all the time too.
Yeah, but I mean, all right. So the character itself, right? The actual comic book character.
Yeah.
Does anyone even care about Iron Fist in that sense enough to make it?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like.
I mean, give the man something. And you know what? Part of it too. I mean, the Iron Fist character, even in the comic books, he's kind of stoic. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like that. He's not really super dynamic. He's not, always jumping around, always saying stuff. He's kind of more reserved. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of I don't like calling it lazy writing just because people say that like all the time. But it's like writing with a lack of creativity because it's ways to make an overall show or movie entertaining, even though the main character is stoic. Think about the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. Batman is just justice. You know what I'm saying? That's Batman. And then when he's Bruce Wayne, he's a playboy. That's not a lot of dynamic stuff. So how do you remedy that? Put Heath Ledger as the Joker in there. You know what I'm saying? Make the other characters really interesting. And then you make the overall story.
I'm on my hands.
They didn't do that in Iron Fist.
I'm gonna give you a better
I think
analogy.
is gonna fix everything though.
You think so?
I mean, it's gonna be way better.
Yo, shout out to what's it? Kim's Grocery. What's the name of the show?
Yeah,
Kim's Convenience. I've been watching it ever since we was talking about it. I've been watching it.
Yeah, it's funny, man. But look, right? I mean, if they, all right, peeking right. So Iron Man wasn't the biggest superhero in the Marvel comics. He was cool, pop up here and there, has his story arcs, right? But it took Jon Favreau to make that one movie of Iron Man into a global phenomenon to where now he's like on the forefront of every damn Marvel comic, movie, show, whatever, right? Like Marvel pretty much revolves around Tony Stark at this point. You know what I'm saying? If they would have done something similar to an Iron Fist, to where they could have made him less whiny, better everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you blame at that point whoever had a hold on the Netflix shows. Like they didn't have a Kevin Feige like running that ship at Netflix, and that's the problem to me, anyways.
You know what's funny though? I seen an interview with Kevin Feige, and somebody asked him about the Netflix people, and he was like, "Oh yeah, definitely, we're gonna do stuff with Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil and Punisher," but he didn't mention Iron Fist.
Of course not.
He said those four. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna use those people again."
Hey, Kevin, what about Iron Fist? We're definitely gonna use those people again. The people just not doing it.
But they say Daredevil is gonna be in the Spider-Man movie.
I don't believe it, man. I don't believe that shit.
I don't think he's gonna be the guy as Murphy, whatever his name was.
Yeah, like I mean, I hope so. Hold on, so everybody, I gotta ask y'all: does anybody know or think they know what the plot of the next Spider-Man movie is going to be?
I don't think
nobody knows that. Okay, what you think? Because it's been so many theories that they've been said like, no, that's not gonna happen. I don't know.
Well, once it came out that Jamie Foxx is coming back, and then the dude that played Doc Ock in the old one, he said that he's in the movie and they're de-aging him to make him look like he did in the old movie. So if those two are in it, then I'm assuming all the other rumors that they're saying is true. That they bringing everybody back.
But they're bringing everybody back. Like, what's the movie gonna be about though? Like,
obviously Peter Parker is on the run because they found out that he's Spider-Man, and they sent those people somehow are coming back. They're gonna fight him, gonna form some sort of Sinister Six. Doctor Strange is in it. We know that. So some multiverse stuff is gonna happen. So I mean, yeah. And then end scene.
This guy.
So again, you're probably gonna kick me off because I didn't really watch any of the new Spider-Man, and I'm talking about the with the young boy, whatever his name is. Yeah,
where's my eject button at? Let me find it.
I saw the other ones with Tobey Maguire in them, so I did see all. Was it 3 of those? And I am a huge Doc Ock fan. So shut up.
A huge Who fan?
Huh?
A huge Who fan? You say you're a fan of who?
Doc Ock. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like my favorite. He was like one of my favorite villains and like that. Okay, so wait, I did see the Jamie Foxx one though. Was that what movie was Jamie
That was
Foxx
the one with that dude. Was it Garfield?
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield's.
Andrew.
He was a good
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Okay, so I did see one.
The movie sucked, but he was a good
Go to
Spider-Man.
bed, LJ. Just go to bed. Try again tomorrow. Yo,
Okay.
yo, it's fun. They did two with him, and then they switched over to what's it?
Tom Garfield. Tom somebody.
It'll
Tom Hardy.
Holland.
Yeah.
Holland.
I was about to say, what was the
That's his
original
name.
Spider-Man?
I don't fucking know.
What was the dude from the early 2000s Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire. Tobey.
I was about to
Maguire.
say Tobey Maguire. I was like, nah, that
Yeah.
He was like 45 trying to play somebody in high school.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
He
look,
looked
you
like in high school.
saw Clueless back in the day. You know what they do. Like, you got to be at least 27 to play a high school kid. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Look, I played movies like that for giving me false expectations in high school. Because when I got to high school, I was like, yo, the girls don't look like they do in the movies. Like, what is happening right now? Y'all look like kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they're kids.
hey, yo.
No, I thought high school was going to be like Saved by the Bell. I'm like, where is the Max at in my school? Like,
All the dances. It was like a dance like every week. We didn't have that. We never got that.
I went home
Nah.
after school. I didn't go hang out and eat pizza.
Hang out at the mall and do all
Yeah.
the hangout spots.
No.
Taking
No.
girls on dates. I ain't taking
Listen.
nobody in ninth grade. Like, I ain't had no money.
Have y'all ever saw Euphoria yet? Euphoria.
I
Euphoria.
heard about it. I never
Listen,
seen
man.
it.
No.
High school now looks like it is fucking terrible, man. Like all these kids is having random threesomes and they doing OnlyFans and they popping pills and I'm like, damn. If high school is going to be like this, my child is getting homeschool all throughout high school, fam. Real talk,
And
man.
you listen,
No friends. You in the crib all day.
bro. Like, I look, and people be like looking at me like I'm crazy. I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. He'll be 12 in October. They don't have phones yet. They don't have smartphones yet. I won't give it to them. Why? Because I know how I was at 13, 14, 15. Listen, if you put the entire internet, stats guy would have died of dehydration at 14 if he had the entire, if he had a world full of porn at his fingertips. When we was 13 and 14, to get some of that, we had to work for it. You had to like try to look between those squiggly lines on channel 95, the Spice Channel. Or if your uncle had a dirty magazine, you got to like sneak in and like go in there and like, you know what I'm saying, get the magazine. And then once he was finished, put it back. You know what I'm saying? You had to do something. It's
Listen,
like
man.
now, boom.
We used to steal the Playboy or the Hustler, right?
Stats guy.
And we had like a little like a off basement. So we buried the magazines under some rocks and dirt. So that nobody could like find them joints. Like, hey man, we had to work for our porn back then. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like
that's how bad it is though. It's not even just that. It's okay, so the porn at the tip of your fingers, again, we don't want kids dying of dehydration. You gotta fuel up in between, drink some Gatorade or some Pedialyte or something in between rounds. But on top of that, you could like, you don't have to have a car. If you got a little bit of money saved up from your allowances or whatever, you can hop an Uber to a girl house. Remember when we was kids, the only girls you could mess with was the girls in your neighborhood. If your neighborhood was anything like mine, there weren't no girls in our neighborhood. So I didn't get to like date and like start really messing with girls. So I was like 17 and I had my own car and I could drive to different places in the city. That's not an issue for kids no more. Bro, if I had this at 16, 17, I wouldn't have 3 kids. I would probably have like 7 of them joints. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different time. Man. Yeah, Stopak.
I always forget about James.
Yeah. Right.
Come on,
That's my cousin. That's my cousin right there.
Come on, man.
About
he do got 3
but
kids.
look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. If y'all ever want to see what high school life is like now, go watch Euphoria. Like that shit scarred me, man. I'm like, yo, these kids is wilding, man. They is wilding on the show,
bro,
man.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine like being like 17, say you like in 11th grade, and like you mess around and find out like one of your teachers has like an OnlyFans? Like one of your teachers is like 25,
Man.
28, got a oh my.
That's a different world, man.
Or you found her personal Instagram and saw her like twerking at a club one time because girls like to twerk. It's it makes them happy. You know what I'm saying? Finding that and it's showing the whole class. Can you imagine being in class? He's like chilling, falling asleep because he was up to 3 o'clock in the morning doing God knows what, probably watching the Spice Channel through the little squiggly lines. And like the teacher, like, Mr. Thomas, I told you to repeat it. Like, Miss Johnson, shut up. And she was like, huh. I'm telling your mom, blah, 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 blah. And you just pull out your phone. This you twerking in 2008, ain't it? Ain't this you twerking in 2008? And like the whole class will be going crazy. Like it's just a different time now, man. Kids, school just ain't the same. Like this phone and social media has changed everything, bro.
It's funny, man.
And then you can't get away with nothing as a kid now. It seems like. Because it's easy to, your parents, if you have a phone, I'm pretty sure your parents got the location on your phone.
Yeah.
Your parents can track you. They know where you at. For your schoolwork, you can't hide. I got an F. You can't hide that now, probably, because they send all that stuff home with you. It's just saying like it's hard being not hard, but you can't get away with that.
You got more access to the teachers. You can just shoot the teacher a text message. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is such and such doing in school right now? It's different.
Shit, I tracked my kid up until she was like 20-something. It wasn't until I changed phones that I was like, oh. Look, she didn't answer the phone. I was worried. I was like, where? Oh, she at work. All right, cool.
Okay.
That's your baby.
See? But hey, I'm gonna tell you once more, man. If y'all want to get scared or scarred or take a peek behind the doors of high school, man, go watch Euphoria, the first season, man.
I didn't like high school the first round. I don't need to revisit.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I have a 20-something-year-old. So,
math.
Right? Yeah, it's okay.
Is that your only one? That's the only one, right? He's got one?
Yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Kids are a trip.
Yeah. Real quick. So we can kind of get back on track, y'all. How do we feel about a live action series of Resident Evil on Netflix? Because today the live cast just got announced.
I feel like
I just seen that that skinny black dude that plays the same person or the same character. I don't know his name. He's the only person that I recognize.
Yeah.
Talking about the guy that was on The Wire and John Wick.
Yeah, and some other stuff.
Yeah, but
Fringe. He was on Fringe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
Brandon is like the biggest Fringe. I tried to watch it. I gave it like 3 episodes. I was like, nope, I'm done. This is too much. I'm done.
Well, considering that I don't really do scary movies, I probably won't watch it.
But it's gonna be a series about zombies. Zombies gonna scare you.
I mean,
come on
okay,
now.
It's a 50-50.
Okay.
Like, my tolerance is a lot higher than what it used to be, so I'm still like testing my parameters of what I will and won't watch. So it just depends, but it's not gonna be oh my gosh, that's what came out, because I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't watch scary movies either.
Damn, man.
It gotta be good.
Come on.
I like scary movies. I just don't like stupid scary movies.
You know what I'm saying? Has anybody saw Conjuring 3? The Devil Made Me Do It.
No.
See, there's problems with that title. Why would I want to watch it?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna give y'all the premise then. All right. So you know that the movie is like loosely based on the actual couple that do like exorcisms and they know about ghosts. Exactly, right. So there was an actual case back in the 70s where a guy killed somebody and he said, yo, the devil made me do it. That's why the title comes in, right? So the couple is trying to prove to the court, like, yo, whenever somebody put their hand on a Bible and say like, hey, do you swear to tell the truth, whatever, on the eyes of God? Their main focus was saying that if y'all bring God into the court system, then there has to be a devil as well. So they're trying to prove the case that he was possessed at the time. Because he was facing death. And surprisingly, that motherfucker got life behind bars, or like 30, 40 years. He served 5 years for killing somebody, and he's still married and blase, blase, blase. But that's the whole premise of the movie. Somebody got possessed by a demon trying to help somebody else. Come to find out, there's like a cult that's trying to sacrifice more people to appease to a demon. Blase, blase, blase. It's not scary, but that's it. I was upset.
It was good. Did you like it?
You were upset.
Fuck no.
I like the succinct answers. Very succinct.
Well, okay, wait. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this is like the 5th one, so I'm pretty sure it's up.
It's the third one. I want to say the third one. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole last like order to them. That The Conjuring and Annabelle.
Yeah,
the Annabelle
sequence now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you see, I don't like the and we talked about this last week on the pod too, but I don't like the whole possession movies or or creepy dolls, whatever. Like it don't scare me. It doesn't give me any interest. I watch them just to say I can watch it and like talk about it, but I don't really enjoy them. But now, like something like, let's say Rosemary's Baby, like that was frightening. Or what's the joint with the kid that's like the rebirth of Lucifer, Damien?
The Omen.
Yeah.
Omen. Yeah. The Omen. Love that joint right there.
Wait,
all
the
black
new
like
one?
the Omen.
The newer version or like the original?
The original, the one back in like the late 70s.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
I saw that one.
Yeah. Like that's
I remember when the newer Omen came out, because it was like 666, June 6, 2006.
Yeah.
And it was making like this big deal terrible. About it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh Lord, I don't want to see that.
Hey yo.
Black people in there.
Yo, because we come from like a pretty religious family, so like the funniest thing I ever remember, like I remember being a kid and going to like 7-Eleven with Mom Dukes, and look, like say I got like a Slurpee and some chips, and Mom got something, and she was going to pay for it, like let it come up to $6.66. She pouring a piece of gum or like some chapstick or something up there. Like, you don't deal with that. I'm like, Mom, it's just you know what I'm saying.
I've actually seen a exorcism, so I don't want to see one in a.
We was talking about that last week
in a movie.
It's real. Like I don't play with that. Like I'm all for like fantasy and stuff that's made up, but it's like when you start getting your material for your movie or your show from like real life, and like you really do your research and you all into demonology and all that. Like nope. I'm okay. I don't want to see.
Hold on, wait. I gotta push back, Chris. Okay,
let's go.
You said that right. Now, what about Supernatural? That's all about demonology, exorcism.
First of all,
okay.
G, I would like to say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck the label you claim.
Okay,
that's what B said.
All right.
Damn. We gotta kill these demon sons of bitches. That's my demon.
I do love Supernatural. Yeah, me too.
Supernatural is dope, man. But I mean, okay, it's a little bit different though, because the supernatural dudes are always fighting evil. They always trying to kill the bad guys. So I'm okay with that. They trying to kill him.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Hank whatever? Yo, you got me back on the supernatural train, my guy. Didn't one of them inherit a demon in the body at one point, so he got possessed? Right? Not
just that. Sam has been possessed by Lucifer. Dean has been possessed by Lucifer. Sam at one point during one season was drinking demon blood and it gave him superpowers. So like they always kind of have been messing with the dark side.
And
that's
both of them have been in hell like 5 times.
At least 5 times. They making deals with demons to bring the other one back to life. Like they've dabbled in the dark arts.
They've dabbled.
You know what I'm saying?
I've only seen about 3 episodes.
Yo, give it a chance. Like that show is
listen. Supernatural is like the anime One Piece. It just keeps going and going and going
Yeah, I didn't
and
get
going. And then you look up, you're like 20 years later, like, damn, I was 19 when it started. Now I'm 55, man. Like, damn.
We didn't grew up with these people. Look, it's the funniest thing because like if you go back and watch like the first season, like they look and sound completely different, especially Sam. Yeah. Sam sounds completely different season 1 as opposed to season 13. They just it's time, you know what I'm saying? Like
season 15.
But
they
again,
did 15? I thought it was 13 seasons. They did 15?
15.
Wow.
Sheesh, man.
I've seen all of them.
That's a long money though.
I mean, but it didn't look expensive to make. And then it was on the CW, so they didn't need the best rating. So it could last forever.
I remember at one point they had like a tired I guess like cons for that show where like people would just go out just to, like honor and praise Supernatural like it's a cult or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like
like, look, it ain't that deep. I ain't doing all that, but I will watch episodes.
They did a Scooby-Doo.
I was gonna say like that's why we put it on our Instagram page. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're nerds, but we're not those kind of nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna watch it and chill out. But
they did a Scooby-Doo crossover episode.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
you ain't like
man.
that? I like that. That's for the culture though. Scooby-Doo, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's our
childhood.
Fun. It was fun. All right, I got one more for y'all. Who watches Lucifer on Netflix?
Can't.
Started that one too.
I just don't like. I haven't because
it's funny.
I'm sure
funny.
I'm sure
it's funny, man. And then look,
I have a hard time having him be the devil, be like the main good guy. Like I just know.
All right, so in this season, right? God is on the show, and he's the All-State guy.
The All-State dude. I saw that though. I saw that boy.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, granted, he's Lucifer. You know, he's tired of running hell. He wants to like take a break. He goes to Earth and he helps out a cop. And then from there, shits and giggles happens all throughout the next 5 seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it always a cop?
Every show. I mean, because it gives you something to do. Since like you making it's a cop show, but you put like a supernatural element over top of it. You know what I'm saying?
It makes it work with a high school physics teacher. And all
that would be boring.
Goes on in this high school.
It's like, what is this? Good Hunting? Like the devil is like solving complex mathematical computations on the board. I'm trying to watch 45 minutes of that.
The devil plays a janitor and he figures out math problems that's really hard that nobody else can.
That's not exciting, bro. Like nobody wants to see the demonic Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Postulating about
beautiful minding.
Nobody want to see that.
Exactly. Goodwill hunting Satan.
I knew Matt Damon was evil. I always knew he was.
Speaking of Matt Damon, I don't mean to interrupt your show. I watched Interstellar last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, when it first came out, I was like, this is boring. So I was like, years later, let me watch it now. And it still sucks.
Nigga, lies. Interstellar was that. Come on, bro. Interstellar was
no.
Interstellar was that jam.
I'm with him. Again, I think you want to talk about this. The power of love transcends time and space. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on now, man.
So dark.
Come on, man.
No, I think
Come on, man.
He started to write the movie, and he was like, dang. I don't know how to fix this. I'm just gonna say love. That's what happened.
Oh my god!
Now listen, I will say this though. There were some moments in the movie that were cool looking, like them on a planet where they saw like that big ass wave in the background, and they're trying to like slowly get away from it. Like okay, that's cool. But then when you get to the point where somehow love made this guy go into his daughter's bookcase, like drop sand or books out on the
Let me-
floor, like,
let me-
yo,
okay.
baby, I still love you,
Let me-
even
let
though
me put this out there.
I'm in space, but
Let
my
me throw this out
love is
there.
going to beam down to Earth to help you out. Man,
You
get
try
the
to
fuck
make it
outta
seem
here,
like
man.
it was the Care
No.
Bears and they were shooting beams of love out of their chest.
It might as well have been.
It wasn't
might as
that.
well have been, bro.
Okay, let
No.
me ask
No.
you this. Let me
No.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because this is actually true science, though. Not the love part that we know of, but what I'm about to say is true science, right? So take, for example, that microphone. I'm about to get real. I'm about to go full geek on this.
Okay, go ahead.
The microphone. Take the microphone, put it on the ground, get a sledgehammer, right? And just go crazy. If I tell you I'm gonna give you like $1 million to make that microphone as small and as flat as possible, you probably would get like a sledgehammer or get some kind of big machine that will crunch it down, right? You can't make it disappear though. You can explode it, you can blow it up, do whatever into a bunch of very, very small pieces, and you can scatter the pieces everywhere, but you can't make it disappear. In a black hole, that as far as scientists know, when something goes into a black hole, that sounds so wrong. When something goes into a black hole, it just disappears forever. That's as far as scientists know. That's just to say scientists don't know what the heck happens inside of a black hole. So
Okay.
who's to say it's not some supernatural power of love or whatever you want to call it, stuff that happens inside of a black hole? They literally don't know. It's called a singularity. So whatever gets sucked in, it just disappears. Like, how is that by science? How is it possible something disappears?
So Christopher Nolan decided, you know what? We're gonna put this guy through a black hole, right?
Right.
You know what? Maybe his love for his daughter, it's gonna help her out in the past, and he's gonna be found later on, and she's old, but he still look the same, and
love conquers all, baby.
But you know what though? Love can transcend time and space and help people out when they need it. That was better for like a rom-com, not in a damn sci-fi movie about Deep Space Nine and shit. No. I'm sorry,
so
man.
What if every time that something just randomly happens, you're sitting at a table, stuff just happens sometimes. Your water just falls off the table and ain't nobody push it. What if that's one of your ancestors trying to get a message to you?
I'm not going to say Interstellar. Huh? You know what I'm saying? What? I'm Interstellar. The name of the movie, I'm not going to say, well, damn, that was some Interstellar shit right there. No, that could be spirits, right? That could be ghosts. You know what I'm saying? That could be the ancestors of Wakanda reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever, but I'm not going to say, you know what? My uncle or my great nephew went into space, got lost, but somehow sent back some help from space. I'm not going to say that shit. So go.
Wait, okay. Let me. Now that I think about it, were they trying to say that love transcends stuff, or just once you're inside of a black hole and you're in the middle of time and space, you can go back and touch different parts of time? Did they actually come out and say it was love?
Love. Time and space.
I gotta go back and watch them. Did they say that?
I don't know what happened.
What they said.
They said it twice. So when they were trying to choose which planet to go to,
okay,
the girl, I forgot her name, but her boyfriend was on one of the other planets.
Yeah.
And she was saying she hasn't seen him in 10 years, but love transcends time and space. Or something like that, she said.
I'm about to watch that again today.
Yeah,
that movie was good, bro. I
was just icy hearted. Love does transcend all and heals all and finds all, cures every curse and everything.
Everybody knows that. I mean,
gosh,
clearly.
Listen, I'm not against love and all, but I mean, damn it, man, not in that movie, yo, not in that movie, man.
Damn, that's interesting, man. I gotta go back and watch that joint.
Yeah, man.
Y'all know what streaming service is on now?
I rented it on Amazon for $1.99.
Okay.
That's
hey.
Right? No.
So
they're having like a half off on movies or something like that.
You know what? I'm gonna look right now, man. I'm gonna see.
Where is Interstellar at? Because I want to go back and see that again.
I just told you I got it on Prime for $1.
You said I'm talking about something you don't got to pay for, even though it's only $2. It's not the point.
Man, if you gonna pay $2.
Oh, yo, it's on Hulu right now.
Is it on Hulu for free?
It's on Hulu.
Save my
$2. I paid $2.
Listen, you look, $2 or go on Hulu, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
now I can go and buy me some snacks to watch with it, and I don't gotta pay $2
about one snack.
to watch. That's not the point. You better go to the dollar store. You go to the dollar store.
Okay, now you get two.
You don't have no tax money.
What happened?
You don't have no tax money.
That's not the point. Nigga, stop being right. Don't you hate that? Like, you got a friend that's just always right. It's like, all right, shut up. Wait, we know. Okay, right. Right, be wrong, motherfucker. Be wrong sometimes. I hate you.
I've been sitting in this parking lot for like a good hour now.
Nigga, you trying to say you trying to get off the show? You don't love us no more?
No, I was just looking around. I was like, dang, I've really been sitting in this parking lot for like an hour.
Like Kwame Brown, man. That's what Kwame Brown, or Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson. Has anybody seen anything from him? Is he still doing videos?
I don't check for him, so I don't know.
I never checked. It's just, what's it about?
It just came out.
It's about his marriage.
They just put out a marriage book called Healing Together.
Jointly?
Healing Together.
She didn't want to put that book out. She did not want to put that book out.
She's on the cover. Both of them are on the cover.
Oh, wow. I'm sure. I'm saying she ain't want to put that book out, bro. She did not. It's only been like 3 months since the junk happened. She's not. She don't want to put that book out.
Man, I ain't gonna talk about that because that's a whole nother patty chattiness right there, man.
Patty chattiness. Chatty patties. We was being some chatty patties. We was being some chatty patties today. You gotta embrace it sometimes. We not Charlemagne and Envy though. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes is like, they be like pandering. I don't like people that pander to women. I love women. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like you should just be yourself. But like it's like they're the type that would never say a woman is wrong, even if she was like clearly wrong in some stuff. It's like I'll just let it. You know what I'm saying? I'll let it go. I don't like that, bro. I feel like you should just be yourself. You know, I don't feel like they being honest half the time.
I mean, I don't watch them per se a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really comment here or there. But as far as the whole pandering business, I mean, you know, people do it for a reason. They don't want to be on the wrong side of things. You know, versus, you know, like, I mean, you can always give like constructive criticism of said subject. You know what I mean? But I mean, sometimes, you know, you just gotta call it out like, yo, I think this shit is wrong until I'm proven otherwise. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man.
And again, if you was about to give me that DJ Envy Charlemagne check, I might change my position. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know,
reserve the right to change my position. Like,
you know, I'm in the Radio Hall of Fame. I might just do a little something for the radio. You know what I mean?
Why not?
I think as Black people, I don't think they will be able to get away with stuff like Howard Stern did.
Oh hell no! But then again,
I thought you were gonna say something uplifting. I had your Negro spiritual in the background, but then you just
oh my Lord. Glory, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess nobody saw that part.
No, I'm there with you, bro. I'm there with you. Yo, they messed around and showed us that in middle school, and when we was in the lunchroom, just reenacting that whole part like the whole day. We couldn't take nothing serious. We was 13. We tried, but we couldn't.
It's another movie that came out around that same time called A Soldier Story, and I feel like I'm the only person that saw that. But it got like Denzel Washington, Tommy Davidson, Robert Townsend, the black dude from In the Heat of the Night.
Dang, what is his name?
I don't know. He committed suicide. He killed himself.
I can't remember that joint.
That's sad.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. To kind of get us back in a good mood again, you know, I want to.
My bad.
Get away from definition, all that good stuff there. Has anybody seen Lupin on Netflix yet? Or even know what it is? Lupin, Lupin.
Okay, so I saw 1 episode, 1.5, and I got bored.
Oh man, you hurt in my heart, LJ. Damn it, man.
Wow.
All right, so So what was it that bored you? Because I'm on the second season, loving it, but I like crime heist movie shows anyways.
No, I think it was just, and like I had heard it was really good, so I turned it on. But I don't know, I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. It wasn't. I think I thought it was going to be a little faster pace.
Okay.
Because I mean, and trying to keep in mind that the first episodes are always builder or plots or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I want to go back to it, but I was just like, dude, like I need you to kind of pick up your story a little bit.
Okay.
I don't like British stuff.
It's French, buddy. Get your languages right, man.
And I think that was part of the problem too. I think I was doing something and I was like, fuck, I gotta read. Because I can't, like I always multitask when I have movies and stuff on. So subtitles and shit really like don't always work well.
They do have a decent American dub, and that's how we've been watching it. But I would say just try to give it one more again.
One more
again, and it might improve over time because it's just fun seeing him, doing these heists, and there's like a different story in the background on why he's doing all of these things, and by the end of the second season, it all comes together. So I mean, overall, it's fun. It's like a French version of like Ocean's 11, but less on the money part, but more about like I gotta trick these people into doing this one thing. So it's decent.
If it ain't Luther, it ain't right.
Luther?
That's the only British or French show I watch.
Huh, Luther.
Starring Idris Elba.
That was good.
He kind of talks like this a little bit. He's kind of like a black Jason Statham. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he used to sell drugs to all the actors before he got famous.
What?
That's how he got his job on The Wire. Everybody knows.
Shut up.
Oh,
really?
News to me. News.
I think like
people sell drugs. Like somebody got to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing it.
I sell drugs in middle school.
Facts. I remember that. It was a very dark time in your life.
Thank you.
Glad you turn yourself around. I'm proud of you, man.
All right, y'all. What's next, man?
All right, so look, check it real quick. I saw this on the Squadcast. Shout out to the people at All Def. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page, or would you rather bite your tongue every time that you eat?
Oh fuck!
So every time you turn a page, paper cut, or
paper cut, man.
Would you rather bite your tongue every time you eat?
I don't know. I got a paper cut like 2 days ago, and it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna cry.
Paper cuts hurt, bro. Like,
I don't know.
You're trying to be all manly, but like, no, paper cuts hurt, bro. Like,
no, man.
I might enjoy my food.
Right, like you ever ate something so good and then you bite that one part in the back of your tongue and you in the worst pain. Like, dude, I was on my knees looking at God, like, why would you do this to me, man? You know what I'm saying? Tears in my eyes, like, why, God, why?
Bro,
that God my teeth away from my tongue. You know what I'm saying? We
about to start like some geek. We about to do a lot of Geek Salad stuff. We're gonna have like a fitness segment that we're gonna start doing. I don't know if it's gonna be a whole show, but it's gonna be like at least a segment because we got like a lot of people who follow us and that we follow who in the culture, but they also be like that too. But they also be like throwing up iron or they like run like they into athletics too. So we about to.
That sounds like fun. Go for it.
Shut your ass. Listen, you would never feel fatter than when you was eating some food and you just couldn't get the food down your throat fast enough and you bit your whole tongue. That is like the worst.
That's not a
you would
fat
never
thing,
feel
man.
fatter than that.
It's
but
not
you
a fat thing, man.
If you just choose correctly, you would never. You just bite your
Listen.
Savage mode, man.
You could just be eating real quick. Like, yo, I gotta go to the store real quick. I gotta go somewhere quick. Let me eat this mango real quick, whatever. Yum, 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 yum. Crack, crack, crack on your tongue, whatever. And yo, it is a wrap. Yes.
That's how you eat.
Yes.
Crack, crack, crack.
Quack. hey, random duck noises.
Oh, good.
It's the only
Like,
way,
yo,
man.
why is everybody in the
Only way,
restaurant looking like, yo, he just eats like that? You gotta excuse him, man. He goes into Howard the Duck mode when he's hungry.
But I'm
I
saying,
don't really
man,
bite my tongue when I eat. I bite the side of my mouth.
That I did.
that's
Oh my god. Yo, what's worse though? That or like stubbing your toe? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like stubbing your big toe on like the dresser or something. I hate that. That's like the worst.
I think the mouth is worse because it don't just go away like that. The toe, after like a couple seconds, you'll be all right.
I guess it depends on like how bad you stub your toe. Because I've stubbed my toe and like it's legit been hurting like the whole day. Like, and I was pissed off like the entire day. You know what I'm saying?
You ever stub your toe but then want to fight the thing that caused you to like stub your toe?
Oh, that's mandatory. You gotta hit whatever causes you pain. Even though it's just gonna make your hand hurt too. You're not hurting the object, but it's like I feel it's mandatory that you inflict some pain on that joint. Just
like, you know, like, damn, I told me, yo, meet me outside, fam. You're gonna fuck you up, dog.
Yeah.
You sound like the dude from the Boondocks.
Yo, shout out to Stink Minute. Yo, shout out to Back the House podcast. We was just talking about that because you know they're gonna do like a reboot of the Boondocks, and we was talking about how they gonna do it without John Witherspoon. And we was talking about John Witherspoon's parts. Remember the joint? Like he had, in fact, it was the episode with Stink Minute on it. He granddad had his new white shoes on, and he was doing his new shoes dance.
Nigga
moments.
New shoes.
Classic, man. Classic, yo.
No shoes, nigga. I'm about to listen. I'm like legit taking notes. I'm about to watch Interstellar. Then I'm gonna watch the Boondocks. Okay.
It's on HBO Max.
That is like my favorite.
Yeah.
It's always been my favorite. But see, when I found out about them and about Aaron McGruder through like what was it, one of the hip hop magazines back in the day, because they were promoting him as being like one of the first African American comic books to be syndicated in the Sunday comics. So after that, I started following the Sunday comics and I was reading this comic. So when they turned it into a show, like that's my favorite. The whole episode is one of my favorites. So it's in like the first season.
Yeah.
When they were like, she a hoe, Grandpa.
Yeah.
She a hoe. You are just hating.
Oh, yo. When, yo.
It's my butt and you can't have it.
Listen, man. Remember the episode where Riley was wearing a skirt? He was like, "Nah, Granddad, ain't a skirt look right. It's got a flap right here. So when I got to pull out on somebody, I got to just go flap, flap." You know what I'm saying, Grandpa? And, yo, that whole entire
y'all niggas is
man. Or remember, right? He was in jail, right? And the jail guy was talking about his bumming. He was like, "Ew, jail nigga, you gay." Like, yo, man.
Yo, that show. They have been right about so many things that actually happen. Like they almost on par with the Simpsons. You know what? I give the, you know how the Simpsons, you go back and look at certain episodes. People have broke this down like a bunch of times. Like stuff they predicted on the like they predicted like President Trump. You know what I'm saying? So many things that they said was gonna happen in the show, The Simpsons, years later, it actually happened in real life. I feel like the Boondocks did the same thing, but they did it without having to have 30 seasons of the show. They did it in like a couple of seasons. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still mad that Aaron McGruder left, and then like the third season was kind of like,
that was. I didn't finish.
Got sold into slavery, and I'm like,
what's happening? Like, what's happening right now? Like,
remember, hello, Huey Free Man. I'm like, damn, really, fam?
Yeah,
really, fam? Or nah, dog, the Luther sandwich. Remember that episode?
Which one was that?
It was an episode where Granddad invented the Luther. It was two donuts with like double patties of bacon, cheese, whatever, and then the white guy helped him create a store to sell the Luther. Right, everybody caught the itis, but really he was doing it because it was lowering the property value in that area. There were like junkies coming around stealing shit, whatever. And then the white man bought up, his store. There was an actual message between the lines.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
Okay,
it's always
okay.
like that, yeah. It's layers to it.
Funny as hell, but I'm like, okay, Aaron. But yeah, like LJ, I found out about him looking at the funnies on Sundays, man. I'm like, yo, we got a black cartoonist in a weekly comic strip. I'm all for it. I bought 2 of his actual like books that like has all of his strips together. And then when he did the show, I'm like, yo, count me in. And now that he's coming back, hopefully they'll still come back with the passing of because of Granddad, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they're going to get like an actual impressionist or if they're going to just do a different voice altogether. It is iconic, but things like that happen all the time. Like I remember in Avatar when the guy that plays Zyro or the old boy's grandfather or uncle, whatever, they had somebody else that played him, and like the voice was like spot on, like really, really close to like to the original man, whatever. But I mean, they could do it. I just hope that Aaron stays on for more than 2 years and it keeps it giving us, good shit every single season. Kind of like Rick and Morty. Like Rick and Morty is my shit. I hope they don't change up that format, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, we got anything else on the docket?
I'm good.
I just saw something that was funny.
What?
This couple was walking to their car, and I guess the man was walking to his door, and the lady was just standing there waiting. And he threw his hands up like, bitch! And then like, he had to walk back to her, open the door for her. And then when he was walking through, he kicked the car like he was mad that he had to open the door. And they just drove off. It was hilarious.
Oh, yo, listen. Yo, I'm glad you said that, man. I saw the funniest shit ever at work about a year ago before the pandemic, right? So I'm at the job, and there's this car with 3 people in it, 2 guys in the front, a girl in the back, right? They stop somewhere on the side of the road. The 2 guys come out, and they're arguing with each other by the car. I guess one of them was either the girlfriend or the friend. Like, yo, don't fight, right? So boom. She tries for about like 10 minutes to like break it up. The guys start fighting. They fight for about like 5 minutes. Now the fight is over. All 3 of them get back in the car again and drive off.
Like, well, I was mad, but you my ride, so let me get back.
Exactly.
I gotta get back in this car. I don't got no money for no Uber. I gotta get out of. Yo, side note, I'm glad you brought that up because there is January last year, I was at Planet Fitness in the parking lot about to get out. I ain't feel like it because I think I left my headphones at the crib. And I do not like working out without music. It's just I can't do. I feel like only psychopaths can do that. No music, no podcast. Just like it's always going to be weird to me. But whatever. So I'm in the parking lot. I look out to my left. There's a CVS like right there in the same like center or whatever. It's a dude. It's a young dude, and this shit. They couldn't have been no more than like 20. They arguing, and I can't hear what they saying because they just far enough to where I can't make out what they're saying, but you kind of can tell what's going on. Like he probably cheated or whatever. So he was like, "That's all you see is all this back and forth." He like, "Yo, stop playing. Like you can see his lip. Yo, stop playing. This chick takes a trash can that was on the side of the building, picks it up and throws it at that nigga. So he dodges it like this because it's a big ass trash can. Like she's telegraphing the move. Like you can see it coming. You got plenty of time to dodge it and duck that joint, right? She act like she's about to get back in the car. She doesn't. She finds a umbrella. I guess it was in her backseat. I don't know what it is. Catch this nigga unaware and like slaps him in the face with the umbrella. This nigga hits the ground. I was like, yo, what is happening right now? Something told me to like take my camera out and you know what I'm saying, just record. I'm gonna end up posting the video. You can't see their faces, but like the whole action sequence is hilarious. She was mad as hell at that nigga. So
what happened after he fell on the ground?
That nigga got back in the car and they drove off. It is what it is, man. That's the moral of the story is they got back in the car and drove off. Personally, I'm not getting back in the car with nobody who's just physically assaulted me because you don't know, especially if I'm driving, you're not getting in my car. We can mess around and you have another relapse while I'm driving. and all of a sudden, you know, we face down in the deep circle. You know what I'm saying? You just don't care about your life. Care about my life too much. Not gonna happen.
Anything else, y'all, that we forget? Anything else? I mean, it was a slow news week. I mean, we got E3 coming on. I don't know if y'all are gamers, bro. That's going on.
Yeah. When is that?
It starts today.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft did like their whole little thing going on right now. But yeah, but more to come. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it.
Shout out to Madness 3030. We're actually doing a collaboration next week. We're gonna talk about E3 and break down a whole. Oh my God, Stats Guy just got stabbed. What's going on? All I see is Stats Guy. Okay.
I have to use the bathroom, so I'm about to go.
All right,
man.
Just don't do it right there. All right.
Oh, shut up.
Thanks for being on, bro. We would like to thank our guests. This is episode 36 of the Geek Salad Podcast. I want to thank LJ Phoenix, also Stats Guy. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like geeky content like this. And until next time, peace.